You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP FM. Qwerpline this week is brought to you by Dutchin' Hutchin' Touchin' a Scutchin. Use this handy shield shape cover to protect, groom, and style your pubic hair into its ideal shape. Dutchin' Hutchin' Touchin' a Scutchin. It hangs on by clutchin'.
Good morning, Innsbruck. Welcome. Big G Money here with A-Train. How's it going, Alex?
I think we won.
Won what?
Oh, wait, it's play again. I got one of those scratch and sniff lotto tickets.
I'm fairly confident you're doing that wrong, but everybody at home is doing it right by tuning into Qwerpline here in beautiful Innsbruck, the finest burgers in Thurston County. Of course, you'll remember when Wienerzar tried to capitalize on the White Castle sliders phenomenon by making granulated burgers the finest burgers in Thurston County.
Oh, son of a bitch! I kind of miss those burgers. They were real tasty, but man, they got everywhere.
They sure did, and speaking of getting everywhere, make sure to strap on your crab bib, dunk a biscuit in the sauce, and head on down to Captain Toot Toot's Seafood Buffet, sponsor of Qwerpline, now broadcasting from the SS Captain Toot Toot's Seafood Buffet studio.
Do we have to do that now?
Every time. Every time.
Well, at least they let us keep the studio, if not our dignity.
Well, we didn't have a huge amount of that to begin with, and now the news. It's Buccaneer Days at Innsbruck Auto Mall, the world's first drive-through mall, celebrating their 40th anniversary and the 20th anniversary of the banning of leaded gasoline.
And bring the kids. They'll probably not get brain damage.
Though Murtho does request that you keep your speed to below 20 for the face painting.
Unless you want to pinstripe your kids.
And in other news, a local youth found a valuable set of vintage hubcaps in the Shaughnessy River, and now locals are flocking to the river to go panning for tires.
It's a chrome rush.
I also have a public safety memo here from Dave at Innsbruck Search. This is, of course, the Shaughnessy River and not the short-lived Shaughnessy River 2. Any hubcaps found on the Shaughnessy River 2 probably still belong to the vehicles they are attached to.
That was, of course, the news. Broadcast to you from Captain Toot Toot's official microphones. Thanks, Edith.
You're welcome, Alex. Although I'm beginning to suspect my hard work to regain the studio's deed is going unappreciated.
Well, this gift horse is a little long in the tooth, but that's neither here nor there.
If Horatio Toot Toot is anything, it's a gift seahorse.
As a reminder, listeners, the fallout from the recent Innsbruck property lottery is still ongoing.
Yeah, and we got the tartar sauce end of the stick.
Alex, I didn't spend the last 7 weeks organizing a complicated 19-way swap to get the studio's deed returned, get back Graham's aunt's summer house, and convince the Innsbruckers Brown Thrum Conservation Society to cancel their plans to turn Richter's helipad into a bird sanctuary for my own health.
You also got your own apartment back.
Well, while I did win the property lottery jackpot of a 4-bedroom McMansion in Raster Heights, do you know what the property taxes on that were like? Certainly out of the reach of a freelance radio reporter and gadabout.
Well, nobody's questioning your commitment to the arts and media in general, so thanks, I guess.
Although somebody should be questioning why separate parts of the station have their own discrete deeds.
It was owned as a condominium.
Hey, anything new in the arts this week, Edith?
No.
Huh. Well, nice to have you by. Speaking of happy home lives, we go now to our summer intern Derek, who is down on location at the new Innsbruck Animal Sanctuary, talking to Michael O'Leary?
No relation.
I didn't say go yet. I have to do things in the proper order or they'll fire me.
What that we could.
Hi, Graham and Alex, and all of the listeners here in Innsbruck's Radioland. I'm here at the new Innsbruck Animal Sanctuary, which is conveniently located right next to the Raccoon Preserve. What a great idea, Mr. Michael O'Leary, no relation.
That's right, young boy. I built up this animal sanctuary with my own 2 hands.
Wow, how did you drive in all the nails without any hammers?
I've had a dream since I was a wee boy. A place that I could get away from all the animals. I've always said, pet a dog, it'll nip you. Look at a cat the wrong way, it'll scratch out your eyes. Merely listen to a sparrow, and it'll vomit right in your ear.
I'm not sure that's been my lived experience with animals.
Well, aren't you a lucky son of a bitch then?
So you built a sanctuary from animals? That's horrible. Also, why would you build next to the Raccoon Preserve, you big dummy?
Land was cheap here. Also, there's no raccoons in the preserve. Throw in the pool.
Yeah, it only stayed open for like 16 minutes this week. Kind of a record, I guess.
I had $50 in for 20 minutes.
Wow, it's never been open that long before. You're a bold gambler, Michael O'Leary, no relation.
Yet more reasons why I needed to open this sanctuary. How else can I bathe without those damned wash bears getting all up in me water?
What's a wash bear?
You know, trash panda.
What?
Masked furry thiever. Tiny brown thing taker. Shuffle cat. Dank Ruggington.
Shuffle cat! I'm gonna shit. We can't keep this laugh break, can we? What?
You know, masked furry thiever. Tiny brown thing taker. Shuffle cat. Dank Ruggington. Satan's Tanuki.
Oh, you mean the raccoons.
One of those little bastards took me red sweater and pilot scarf.
You know, I think you're going to confuse a lot of people by opening an animal sanctuary where animals aren't allowed.
Well, I couldn't just leave it at just sanctuary. This place would be littered with hunchbacks.
But where are the people from Logan's Run gonna go?
They can ride the carousel down the road for all I care. This is my sanctuary, and there ain't gonna be no animal inside.
Well, I think you're being very unfair, and I'm going to end this interview and leave.
That's fine, because that's all the time we have slotted for this interview.
He's really on the ball today.
Thanks, Alex. You know, I just don't understand why people can't get along with animals. It's like my dad always said, you can make friends with any animal as long as you got a lot of peanut butter.
Thank you, Derek. Speaking of impossible relationships with nutty things, it's time for traffic, so we go now to Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Captain Toot Toot Seafood Buffet, all-you-can-eat traffic quopter and clam bake. How's it going, Richter?
Was that the engine?
Sorry, Graham. Just holding my breath for the shot.
What shot?
Bird shot, Graham. But not for birds, but for the other undesirable infestation in today's skies, drones.
Richter, are you shooting down people's quadcopters?
Absolutely, Graham. I am making sure that the skies are free for vehicles of one blade the way God intended it.
I mean, technically, yours has two.
Richter Hammock Slam will not share the skies with these four-bladed abominations. Human beings were meant to fly with but one furiously careening blade, slicing the air and pulling us aloft.
Weren't you in a blimp like less than 3 months ago?
And I dealt with that handily, didn't I?
How many drones could there possibly be over at Innsbruck?
At the moment, less than 3. Previously, more than 3. But I will not rest until the skies are free and clear so that I may give traffic reports unobstructed.
Wouldn't that be an amazing innovation?
Yeah, while you're reloading, do you have any traffic?
Traffic is a bit snarled above Innsbruck in the fact that there are more than one hovering vehicle. And as soon as we bring it back to one, traffic will flow smoothly from my lips to your ears. Back to you, Graham.
I refuse to believe that that's what's been stopping him this whole time.
Yeah, we're never getting traffic out of him.
But what we will get is another in-studio interview. We go now to Studio B and Captain Toot Toot Seafood Buffet's Myrna Toot Toot Memorial Crab Tank, where Edith Slump is filling in for actual Michael O'Leary to interview two local entrepreneurs. Take it away, Edith.
Thank you, Graham. I am contractually obligated to tell you that this is the best place to get crabs.
Yeah, that's why I always wear a bib.
I'm here with Orville and Wilbur Ronk, who are petitioning the Thurston County Council to let them build a new wind farm on the outskirts of Innsbruck.
Thanks for having us in. It's really cool. Really good to be here.
It's a nice crab tank.
Nice ceilings.
So tell us about your wind farm.
It's very important.
Yeah,
Wind
I came up with
energy
the
is
idea.
actually
We
one of
talked
those
about
things
it.
that's a very,
We wanted to build like
very
a wind farm,
important, actually,
and
be more green than
it's
you are
more
these
like
days.
kind of a thing with
Lot-
turbines.
lot of,
but then we thought it
lot
should
of
kind of
investment
spin,
potential in it.
and then we
It's
thought
very
about this some
important
more.
that we actually
We
make
want to
it,
go to Thurston
make it
County.
very green and make it
I
solar
figured
powered.
that we can ask them to put some money into
actually
it.
get power from the sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I've had a mix-up with my notes. You said solar power, and I was introducing a wind farm.
Oh,
No, you see, it is a wind farm. We're going to build about 30 of them, and the wind will keep all of them spinning. We get about 3 kilowatts per turbine, and we don't have to worry about the sun going down because wind's fairly constant, especially the high altitude. I think we're going to get lots of electricity.
Alex, far be it from me to bring editorializing into reporting, but I don't think the Thurston County Council should approve this application.
I don't even know what they're applying for now.
It's a solar-powered wind farm!
A what?
Well, if you rely upon the sun and the wind at the same time, you'll get a little bit of sun and a little bit of wind at the same time, and you'll get enough sun to actually spin the blades if you need to actually the wind stops. And that way we can spin the blades, and we can create electricity from the blades spinning, and we'll have actual solar power.
1 second, guys. I just need to ask an experienced business reporter a question.
Oh, hi, Edith. Won't you come in?
Sorry for bothering you. I know you're taking a personal day to renovate your new closet, but I was hoping you could give me a hand.
I'd be glad to. But first, which of these paint swatches do you prefer?
I think frosted maple.
I think you're right. It'll look fantastic and also cover up all the old lady smell.
I kind of miss Muriel.
Well, she got the 4-bedroom in Raster Heights, so don't feel that bad.
What about the wind farm?
It's a solar-powered wind farm.
That's weird. What are they asking for?
We're like coming to the county for a little bit. We just need a little bit to get rolling, and ultimately, I think we can do the entire thing for $14.5 million.
Hell no!
Well, that ended a little suddenly. I still have 45 seconds left. Michael, could I have a tour of your closet for the listeners?
All right, Edith. I put a shelf over here and put some flowers on it. I feel it brightens up the space. And check out my commute. It'll only take seconds. Now I'm in Studio B.
Yes, Michael, we could see you moving.
Radio is a theater of the mind, Alex. And if I didn't spell it out for our listeners, they would just think it's bad Foley.
Thank you, Michael. Your commitment to a micro home inspires us all.
Thanks, Edith. And now, back to my closet.
I can't believe this! I came all this way for an interview, and I brought my brother with me. We had all this great ideas, and I can't believe because we want to be able to build like a wind farm that actually helps things get better in Innsbruck. And
Oh, right. Of course I can use the Captain Toot Toot's cheesy cheddary biscuit and all-you-can-eat clam chowder mute switch at any time.
Yes, thank you, Edith.
I really felt that one, Alex.
I meant it.
Well, that brings us right up to the break. When we come back, Innsbruck High School's esports team returns from a crushing defeat at the North Korean Open.
That's the first time I've ever heard North Korea and Open in the same sentence. What were they playing?
Space War 2. Turns out when you're playing on the original hardware oscilloscopes rather than the emulated version the Innsbruck library has, it's a whole different ballgame.
Also, they're probably using sideball rules, which is, again, a different ballgame.
And finally, a reminder that it's the end of back-to-school season, and now that everyone's gone back to school, you have to keep going back to school. This has been poorly communicated as always, and early autumn truancy reports have been way up.
And after the break, we'll hold a listener poll on whether Michael O'Leary should use cherry wood or maple for his wainscoting.
Stick around, more Qwerpline after this.
You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, Dutchin' Hutchin' Touchin' a Scutchin'. Use this handy shield shape cover to protect, groom, and style your pubic hair into its ideal shape. Dutchin' Hutchin' Touchin' a Scutchin'. Makes your junk great for munchin'.